On a start this morning by hearing from Mitt Romney, the former Massachusetts governor, sat down with the chief political correspondent Jan Crawford last night. She is with us this morning out in Davenport. Good morning, Jan.
Well, good morning, Bob. You know, Romney spent the day greeting big crowds of enthusiastic supporters. We sat down with him after another packed event in Council Bluffs, and we asked him about those polls that have him out in front and also his expectations in Iowa.
I've seen polls in the past, and I know it's very difficult to predict who will actually caucus in Iowa, but I think I'm getting a real strong send-off. I'm pretty encouraged. I don't know if I'll come in first, second, third, but I think I'm going to get a good boost coming out of Iowa.
The race has seen other candidates rise and fall, and throughout, Romney has held steady. Now he's facing a surge by Rick Santorum, who's been gaining votes with evangelical voters just like Mike Huckabee in 2008.
Are you concerned that Rick Santorum might do a similar last-minute surge, and how do you stop Rick Santorum's surge?
Well, I'm happy Rick Santorum endorsed me in the last campaign, and he's worked hard in Iowa. I wouldn't be surprised to see him do very well.
Romney also is looking further down the road.
And I think over the long haul in Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Florida, Nevada, I'll be able to get the support I need to go on and get the nomination.
One former frontrunner, Newt Gingrich, has fallen in the polls and is complaining about the negative ads against him. But Sunday, he couldn't resist some negativity himself.
No, I feel Romney voted.
Then there was this shot at Romney.
He would buy an election if he could.
What's your response to that?
Well, I congratulate him. I understand he raised some $10 million in this last quarter, and we're also working hard to raise the money that it takes to run an effective campaign. Wish him well, and you know, I think this campaign has not been decided by money. I think it's been, so far, been driven by issues.
Now, of course, in the poll that was released over the weekend, there was more good news for Romney beyond the rankings. It shows him out front. Most of the voters surveys say they think he's the most electable and also the one to bring about real change. But then there's this statistic in the poll, Bob. 41% of those likely Iowa voters say they still haven't made up their minds. They could change their minds up until Tuesday night, so anything could happen here. Bob?
Well, thank you very much, Jan. And very interesting. What was it Newt Gingrich is talking about? He got Romney voted. What does that mean?
Well, he's comparing that to those Swift voting ads that were done against John Kerry, saying he was Romney voted because Romney, and especially the super PAC that support him, have run millions of dollars of negative ads against Gingrich. And of course, since all that started happening, his rise in the polls stopped and then went the other way fast. The bottom fell out of the race for him. Now, other candidates have been running negative ads against Gingrich too. Ron Paul's have been very effective. All of that has added up to Gingrich's decline. He's not expected to finish well here. The polls show him way down in fourth, possibly fifth. So he's not very happy about it. But the other thing that's interesting, Bob, Gingrich went up because of the debates, right? Well, there hasn't been a debate in 2 weeks. No stage for him to make his case to the American people on.
That's a great point. Jan Crawford, good to see you. Thanks so much.